Hi, this is Trey Passer. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. I'm trying to get over. But Sunday I did a hangout with Geri reviews and Falagar and Malik. Okay, we did Sunday. Geri hosted it on her channel, and so we did it Sunday. We had a good time. It was about an hour and about 15 minutes, I think, and it was a really good, productive thing. We hit spoilers, of course, talking about Avengers Endgame and a few other things. And I wanted to put it on my channel. She posted it on her channel, and I want to do this little intro and then post it on my channel. And again, I'll leave links to all three of their channels in the description box so you can sub to them and check them out. They're three great fellow YouTubers that we've done hangouts in the past, and I really appreciate her, Geri, hosting it. Like I said, because she's in a whole other country, and there's a big time difference and stuff. So she stayed up actually because she's ahead of us time wise in the states. So thank her for doing that. And again, I appreciate it. Getting the chance to talk about spoilers and stuff. And I'm gonna do another video, probably about my top emotional moments in Avengers Endgame. Of course, it's gonna have spoilers, but meantime, just enjoy this little hangout we did talking about Avengers Endgame, and see you soon. And it's just Trey Pastor saying so long, and take care.
And we are live, guys. Hi, and welcome to this polar discussion of Avengers Endgame. With me are my longtime buddies, Sammy, Paul, Trey Passer, and Malik. And we are here to discuss the movie. So, you have to know, again, this is a spoiler discussion. I'm going to tune into the stream now to look at your comments. And, I'm going to reply to everything as I can, but of course we have to discuss the movie. So, hi guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. How you doing, Jerry? It's been a while.
Absolutely. I just played the stream, so everything seems to be fine. We already have somebody. Hey to A Gaming. So I think he saw the movie, so that's good.
Yeah.
You can also tune into the comments if you like. I can send you the stream to watch out the comments. It's your call.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just paste it in the chat if you like to watch the comments, but stop the stream so it won't leak from your internet or something.
Okay. So let me see here. Oh, here it is.
Okay. Okay, so guys, I think we should do something like, since this is a spoiler discussion, and I also already did a review, Paul already did a review of it.
I did a review also.
Oh, you did also review? Yeah. Okay, that's great. We can start with some of the things that we really want to discuss from the movie. But first, guys, what you thought of the movie overall, and do you think that this is a good ending, so to speak, to the whole Marvel 10 years, 11 years of movies, you can say?
I'll go ahead and start. Like I said, I thought the movie was great. Overall, I thought, of course, in the middle, I still thought it was a little too much comedy. Some of the comedy dialogue I didn't expect. And like I said, one in particular, and I think Trey Passer knows what I'm talking about, the Ant-Man reference to Captain America's, you know what?
Come on. Come on, that was fun.
Yeah, but still, you got children watching, and Captain America represents that wholesome, clean cut, blue collar image.
So you laughed. You had to laugh.
I laughed, but I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I'm like, really? Are you serious? America's,
Come on, that was hilarious.
America's keister. I mean, that was. And then.
What about fat Thor? That was shocking that Thor stayed fat the whole time.
Yeah, I was kind of.
I didn't think he was gonna go back to normal after a while.
Yeah, but he never did.
And that's another thing. I think they made Thor look really silly with this one, but I'm glad he found himself, And then, like I said, Captain America wielding the hammer and Stormbreaker.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I thought Stormbreaker was supposed to kill Thanos. I couldn't understand why Thor couldn't kill Thanos or chop his head off this time. But I guess maybe Thanos was too ready this time, because he also had his own, like, that long propeller weapon blade type thing he was using.
Yeah. But I
And
think they depowered Thor a little bit just so the fight could last longer. Because Thor,
Yeah,
I think they just
and I didn't.
depowered him a
And
little
look at
bit
this.
just so the
Yeah,
fight could last longer.
true. Yeah, because they did drag out the fight scene, for drama, and then
Yeah.
when Captain Marvel finally came in,
Yeah.
he kind of beat her a little bit because he had to disconnect the Power Stone and
punch
pulse it
her,
in his fist and punch Captain America. I'm like, because see, Captain America, they were hyping she was able to beat Thanos even with the gauntlet or kill him, but that didn't happen either. So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why she vanished, because they couldn't have her just to beat him in 2 seconds, and there would be no more movie if she beat him in 2 seconds. So
yeah, I was kind of shocked that they had Thor chop his head off in the first part of the movie, but that was like future Thanos after the snap. So see, they killed him, but then when they went back in time, of course, it was a different story.
yeah, that surprised me when he cut his head off. I said, whoa, that was a whoa moment to me when he just lopped his head off and then just wandered off and just
Well, I think he was still disgruntled about Loki's death, and I was,
he was pissed off. Yeah, he definitely was, and you can't blame him. He lost everything he lost by Thanos. Yeah, that's why he went off the rails. Look at everything he lost. Thanos killed half the people that was on that ship. He killed he killed his people. He killed his brother. Killed his best friend. Yeah,
and also killed the black dude, the Guardian dude.
Yeah, his best friend. He killed him in front of him. Yeah, so yeah.
Oh, guys, we got a bit of a ahead of ourselves here. So if you like, we can start point by point, and everybody can say what they think about particular point.
Okay.
Now, since you start with the comedy, I would say that for me this time the comedy was very organic, because and even that with the America's ass, because Captain America is so conservative all the time. It was for me nice to see how he finally has some kind of a sense of humor, because he really has grown into this world. He's no longer that man out of time. I mean, not in that sense that he's not he did not get used to the modern times, because he finally did. So I was like, oh, finally he's not such a
stick in a mud.
Yeah, exactly. He's not. So I was happy about that, and I felt that everything was very appropriate for a particular scene. I mean, all of the humor. And then about his ending, although I was kind of bummed out about this, because he was an old man, and obviously he's not Captain America anymore. He went and lived out his life, because what else he wants in this world? He wants exactly to live with
Peggy.
with Peggy, and he never got to do that. And finally, when he fulfilled all that he did all that he can for the world and for America and for the world again. Why not live his life? So that was great, and I'm happy for him, actually, that he had all that he ever wished, and probably that was very heavy on his heart all of those years, to have the love of his life, and all of a sudden he wakes up in another time and he finds that she's like 100 years old, and then she dies, and he's like, what happened here, and at the same time it's expected of him to give his best to the world, and to be the best example for America and all of that. So yeah, I'm happy for him, but it was very sad overall. And of course, it's really sad what happened to Tony. But about Tony, I want to real quick to add that since he started all of this, the Marvel Universe, and he's the patron of the Marvel Universe, to start with him and to finish with him, it's just logical, and it's very, very poetic. It's extremely sad, but he always was ready to give his life, even from the first Avengers movie. He was so quick to go in that portal, and if they, couldn't pull him out, he would have been dead right then. So he was always that guy to do his best, although, he made some mistakes with all of the technology that he did and all of that. But at the end, he was ready to always do the right thing. So that is what he did. He won. So yeah, I'm happy for him as well, but it's just very sad that this happened. But I do think that it's really logical. I don't know how they're gonna continue after that exactly, but yeah, it makes sense, unfortunately or not.
Yeah, they will continue. And the thing is, here's the thing. I saw some footage on YouTube before the movie came out, but they must have cut it from the original film, because between the very, very end, the credits, I was expecting 2 post-credit scenes, and they said they were, but there was nothing. But on YouTube, somebody posted a video right during the credits, because at the end it said Avengers will return, and then you saw like you heard like a storm sound effect, and like I saw a circle and some lights. I didn't see that in this one, so they must have cut it, or it must have been a rough cut or something, and somebody put it on their phone and they leaked it. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because I'll send it to you if I find it. But the Marvel universe is going to continue, of course. But see, now with the Fox deal done, with the 20th Century Fox deal done, they said that it'll be might be 2 years before you see like an X-Men incorporation. But I saw footage of the timeline for the next phase. Yeah. Captain Marvel, Annihilation, Doctor Strange with a subtitle, the Eternals, Black Panther, Moon Knight. That's supposed to be in the next 6 months. Of course, in July this year, you got Spider-Man Far From Home. That's the next aftermath of Endgame.
And Black Widow's getting a movie too. She's getting a
solo film. Yeah, that's what we like. Yeah, so hers of course will be a prequel. And Geri, you mentioned Black Widow. She also died, which I didn't like, of course.
Yeah, that surprised me.
That did.
I didn't make the connection until I realized where they were, and then I said, "Oh, yeah, that somebody's gonna have to die." I didn't make the connection when they went. We knew.
That's one problem. See, to get the Soul Stone, you have to sacrifice a soul.
Yeah.
That's one thing. See, to me that's a curse, like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people were saying that, well, since Cap took the stone back, right? Shouldn't her soul come back? Then because remember he went back to replace the stones, right?
Right. Yeah. So that would make sense. And even though
shouldn't her soul come back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Since he went back and replaced the stone, right? Just before they took it. Right, then she should come back logically, right? If you,
scientifically, she should. But I'm thinking they might bring her back in some way, form, or bring her back to life in some way, shape, or form. Because you notice we got Gamora back, but see, it was Gamora before she was, and then of course she disappeared during the main battle, so I don't know where she went.
Right. No, she was there and then she left, right? She
was because see, I guess she doesn't know Peter Quill quite just yet, so she's still kind of rough.
So in Guardians 3, I guess they'll go in search of her. I guess in Guardians 3, they'll go find her again. I guess I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do.
To find who?
Gamora.
But
Gamora.
She, remember, after the battle, she left, right?
Yeah, she disappeared. Her Nebula disappeared.
Yeah, that Nebula was still there, but Gamora was missing.
Yeah, Gamora was.
Nebula was on that ship at the end.
Yeah,
on the ship,
yeah. Because remember when Quill went to hug her and she needed him, and that's the last time you saw her.
Yeah, that was the last time. Yeah, then,
she wasn't even in the funeral.
Nope.
Yeah, she wasn't at the funeral. It was
real quick, guys. I'm just gonna look at the comments because they kind of got many. So let's address real quick some of them. So good evening to Ivy. He's my longtime viewer, and Gary D's General. So yeah, good evening. Did you watch the movie? Because happy Easter to you don't celebrate Easter, but yes, thank you for that. A Gaming says I didn't expect Tony to die. Star Lord, hi to you. Arnold, hi to you. So Ivy says I agree about Tony. He was always portrayed as the main guy in the MCU. Yes, he was. Although in the comic books and the animations, Iron Man was always like a big character, but they made him like a character. Yeah. What else? And I agree about not that. Black Widow hit me hard. Tony is the hero of the hero. I think it was a mistake to take Black Widow out. She's one of the best actresses and most beloved characters, in my opinion. Well, they had to do something like that so we can feel it. So, yeah. But at the end of the movie, they had all of this funeral and ceremony made mainly for Tony, and we only saw Bruce Banner Hulk was very pissed, and he just threw a bench in the trees, but that was the morning they did with about Black Widow.
Yeah, they should have done something for her. They should have had a little scene, even if it was just a 5-second scene with them, everybody mourning her because she died too. So I think that was a mistake. But unless they cut it out, they could have cut it out. There was a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, there's a lot of negative footage that they cut. I'm hoping maybe for this one, maybe there's an Avengers Endgame uncut or extended cut or deleted scenes. So yeah, they should have done a ceremony or at least a visual for Black Widow.
So
You
the
know,
movie is already 3 freaking hours, which I didn't mind, by the way, and I didn't
Yeah.
need to go to the bathroom. Thankfully, I
Me
didn't
either, both
almost drink
times.
anything. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink my awesome energy isotope drink. No, 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 no. At the end of the movie, I was like,
yeah. See me, I went to that movie. I bought no popcorn, no drink, no nothing, because I
Yeah,
didn't want to get up
yeah,
for 1 second for this movie.
exactly.
Not 1
I did it.
second.
I did it twice because I also went to see it in the morning, and then I went to see it later in the afternoon. I didn't. I was able
Okay.
to hold myself both times, so I was proud of myself.
bravo, bravo. Yeah,
Yeah, see, but it was good. It was very entertaining. I guess to me, I expected a big grandeur ending and a battle from the first
Yeah.
one. You know, something real bingeable, and of course, Scarlet Witch. Now, she got some good
Yeah,
payback. They
yeah,
said you took everything from me
she
because
was
she
a
was
badass.
powerful. Because she
Oh
was
yeah,
her and the ladies. They were the only ones that seemed like they were able to knock him down because she was knocking him down, and I think kept him off and knocked him down a few times because it was nice. I said, yes, thank you. Please knock him
yeah,
down, knock him
yeah.
out. But it was Tony Stark, like you said. Tony Stark got all the stones after that last exchange and said, "I'm Iron Man." Snap the
yes,
seed.
that's so
Doing
great.
I
That
know
was
Yeah,
it.
that was a great
amazing.
moment. Yeah,
But here's the thing: doing that snap seed, you know what it is? Why I killed him? It's the strain and toll it takes on you, the power it takes on your body physically. That's why it kills you.
yeah, and that's
So
why the
yeah, I
Hulk
like
could.
that. And the thing
Yeah,
is, he had Pepper. He got married. He had a little girl. I said, don't kill Tony
yeah,
Stark. You know, just take well, like we don't believe Tony Stark to raise his child. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
And like now, cause see, so now she's gonna grow up without a father. But okay,
yeah, that's very sad. I'm pretty sure that she's gonna be something. I heard that they are setting up Ant-Man's daughter to be superhero later on because she is in the comic book. So maybe,
yes,
just maybe,
yes,
something like that's
Stinger,
gonna happen to her, to his
yeah,
daughter later on.
yeah. In the comics, his daughter is a Stinger. That's what it is because she becomes like a sidekick too. So you have Stinger, Ant-Man, and Wasp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they call her Stinger. I saw a YouTube video. They mentioned her. They call her Sting in the comments. They call her Stinger. So that's good.
Yeah. So what else, Sammy? Let us know
Mm.
what you thought about the
No,
movie.
yeah, I liked it. It was great. Everything you said, I agree. I didn't think there was too much comedy. I thought other than the America's ass part, which I like that.
Yeah.
Um, and but it didn't. It's not like Guardians of the Galaxy, like 2, how that was riddled with jokes. This one didn't have like nearly as much as that, where the whole thing was like a punchline or anything like that.
Yeah, it didn't ruin the movie. It didn't
No,
make it so it lacked substance. On the
yeah,
contrary, it had a lot of substance. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I guess I could kind of see some people not liking the time travel stuff, but if you think about it, this is really the only film I can think of that kind of has time travel, where you're going back in time and changing stuff. I know they do a lot of that and stuff like Flash, where they kind of like overdo it, and like other shows and stuff like that that's centered around time travel. But if you think about all the other Marvel films, especially this the whole Avengers setups, like we're starting with like Iron Man and up, there was really no time travel. At least I don't
You,
recall
you
there
mean
any.
in the superhero movies and TV shows that we watched, or just
Yeah.
the movie, or just the movie scene, like the movies in general that didn't have time
No,
travel so far?
well, no, I'm talking about from the whole Avengers phase. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. There was none of the films had any kind of time travel
No,
in it.
no.
There's a time jump with Captain America, but that's not time travel. That's a natural progression of time.
Yes, yes.
So I like that. It was different because of the time travel. That's what I think. There's people maybe that don't like that. They don't like the time travel stuff, but I don't mind that. I kind of like that. I like being able to see what has happened and see it from different perspective. Like,
Yeah, that
the
was
whole
nice.
Loki.
I like
Yeah,
that.
that was nice to see that. I like that. And then, and Loki, I think he's alive again because he escaped and he got
Yeah.
the Tesseract. So yeah, he's alive.
Well, if he did get, I mean, he did get the Tesseract, but how did they collect all the rocks then, all the stones? How that happened? I just lost that part. I mean, I was there watching it, but I
Um,
just didn't understand how they did get all the
Well,
all the
it
stones.
fell on the floor, and then he picked it up, and then he did something, and then he went through a portal. Remember, he was chained, but then he
Yeah,
touched it. That's
I
so that's where he got.
know.
That's where he got it.
Yeah, I know, but how they got the stones, because one of the stones is within the Tesseract.
Uh,
That's a good
No,
question.
remember they went to the future. Remember they went a little further in the future. Cap and Iron Man, they went further in the future to that base, to
oh, the
the shield
70s.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 70s, and they went to the shield base.
Oh yeah, they got
Yeah.
it there. Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
That's
Right,
how.
Tony
yeah.
met his dad when he
Yeah,
was
met
young.
his dad.
Yeah,
Met
when
his
he met
dad.
his dad, that's how they got
Yeah.
it that way.
Yeah.
He met his
They
dad
just went
before he was
further in
born.
time. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He met his dad before he was born. And I think somehow maybe somebody crushed it, took it out of the little chamber, and then you saw at the end, Captain America had him on the briefcase, and then, like I said, he went back in time, but then he lived his life, and then and also another good part, he passed the shield, the mantle of the shield, to the Falcon. So now the Falcon in future movies will now be Captain America.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he doesn't have any powers. I mean, how is that gonna work? I mean, he's only has this exoskeleton wingsuit.
True,
you
yeah.
know.
that's the thing. Yeah, to be able to throw it like how Cap does, you kind of have to have that
Yeah,
power.
the super
And
soldier
when it
shield.
comes back at you in that metal, it's gonna hurt your hand or break it or something if you don't.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe there's a technology. Maybe they have some serum they can inject him with that they have left over somewhere.
Oh,
It's possible. They'll figure it out. You never know.
I heard a rumor that they're supposed to, because remember they're supposed to have their own series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Falcon, right? They said they're supposed to go because the government's going to try to create a new Captain America, and they're going to have to try to stop him. So, who knows? Maybe he may not become Captain America in that TV show that's going to be on the Disney streaming service. They're just going to try to fight whoever the new Captain America is going to be.
is it just gonna be a cartoon or is it live action?
No, this is going to
Live
be
action, yeah.
Wow.
on the streaming service.
Yeah.
This will be the Falcon and Winter Soldier together.
Oh,
So
Okay. Yeah. There's also supposed to be a Hawkeye series
Scarlet
too.
Witch.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch and Vision
holy
series.
God. Okay.
And also a Hawkeye series that they mentioned also.
Yeah, it's going to be whatever is within these shows. They said that it's going to be very important to the movie universe because this time they're going to be connected to the movies very tightly. So it's going to be important to watch them. Actually.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that Disney streaming service then ASAP, and then hopefully
When they say this coming out, this Disney Channel,
it's supposed to be this year sometime or in coming months.
okay.
No, also they have the DC Universe streaming service, but there's no app for it for me to download it on my PlayStation. You got to watch it online only. That's one thing I don't like about that.
Okay.
Maybe they will have some soon because it's gonna be famous. They have all of those shows. Doom Patrol now. Doom Patrol is kind of good. I watch it when I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Doom Patrol is good. I don't really like the other one, Titans, but yeah, Doom Patrol is much like
Doom Patrol is
sophisticated.
real good. I like Doom Patrol. That's really good.
Very sophisticated compared to the other DC shows, you can say, especially with the CW ones. It has nothing to do with that, as a style and everything. It's very brutal, also very bloody.
Wow. Also, near the end when Thor left with the Guardians, he said, "Well, as Guardians of the Galaxy." So I'm hoping maybe he'll show up in Guardians 3 probably, and also as you know, James Gunn got rehired to finish the film.
Yeah, so that's good. So see him do that.
Yeah, he's also doing Suicide Squad, so that's interesting.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad too. That's right. Oh, have you ever seen the trailer for the Harley Quinn? Harley Quinn spinoff. I saw a piece of it. It's being filmed. I saw a YouTube video. I think it was her on set or somebody, but they're doing it's a Harley Quinn spinoff movie. It's called something, but it's supposed to be good.
And Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
Yeah, that's it. Now, Birds of Prey. Yeah, Birds of Prey. Yeah, I can't wait to see that too. See, but what we really need is Justice League 2. We need Justice League 2.
I know, but
actors,
I think that's going to be a ways off. I think that's going to be a ways off.
They got to recast everyone almost, right?
Well, at least Batman, because with Henry Cavill, they can always mend everything that they are not agreeing. Yeah,
I think he's going to come back, Henry Cavill.
I hope that he really finishes The Witcher first, because I heard that he is, fleeing off the set to film other commercials, and they're like, "What? Where's Henry?" Literally, like he seems very weird lately. I don't know what he thinks.
But let's talk about the favorite, one of my favorite moments in the movie when Cap was wielding Thor's hammer. That was
Oh my
And he
god.
was soloing Thor, yeah, and then with the hammer, and he throws
everything.
the shield, it hits Thor or it hits Thanos, and he comes back, and then he hits it again with the hammer.
Yeah.
That whole
Oh yeah. And then Thor smiles and
that was
says,
everything to me.
"I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it." I was like, "Yes, he's
great.
worthy."
How can
Yeah,
you not
he's
love this
worthy.
film? You know what I mean?
Oh, that was so amazing. I mean, I think that is one of the best moments in movie history ever because I actually totally forgot that this was even a possibility. Last time that we saw that he moved it just like a millimeter. That was
Yeah,
Age
in
of
Ultron.
Ultron.
Yeah,
So it was a few years ago, and now he just directly catches it and he wills it. And that was so great.
Not
How
only
he spins it. Oh,
not only
amazing.
catches it, I think he controlled it. He controlled it.
Yeah, he can, because he was doing the spinning thing and everything, just like Thor was. He can spin it.
Yeah.
I think what it was is because of the timeline in the battle. I'm thinking maybe
worthy.
Yeah, he became worthy. Yeah, because he's so noble and pure of heart. See?
And it just kind of hit me like moments ago, actually, because I had a question in my review at the end. When Captain America went back in time to return all the stones, he took the hammer with him, and my question was, where'd the hammer go? I think I'm trying to think too hard on it. I think he just when he was returning all the stones, he just left it in Asgard. He just put it back. Yeah, that's what happened. So hence, yeah.
When do you mean when he got?
Remember when he went back in time to return the stones?
He had
Mhm.
the
hammer with him.
Yeah, he took the hammer from Asgard, but because there was Asgard still on that. Yeah.
So he probably left it back. He left the hammer probably back there with
Yeah. So that answers that.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but it's so cool.
sense.
And Thor also uses both, Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. I can't say that.
Yeah.
Mjolnir. Yeah. Mjolnir. Stormbreaker. No.
I call it the hammer. I can't say it's Mjolnir or Mjolnir, but I just call it the hammer. And then of course I like Stormbreaker better because Stormbreaker seems more powerful.
Yeah.
Because Stormbreaker can chop off Thanos' head. That's why I like Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
And I was happy to see Groot and Drax come back. Because Groot was when they made him the hammer. He took his arm and whoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool, by the way.
And I loved when Cap got up. After Thanos knocked him down and his shield was broke, and he got up, he tightened it, and then he stood up.
Yes. And he was still using it too.
Sam in his ear.
Yeah, on your
left. Yeah, here they come. Yep, the battle cry, because here they come. And then when you saw all those Doctor Strange portals, everybody's awesome. I was like, guess who's coming to the party? It's party time.
And how about that headbutt the Thanos did to Captain Marvel? It did nothing.
I know it.
Headbutted her. Dude, that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This probably he was, and that's when he took the Power Stone. Say, "Oh shit, here come the Power Stone." He took the Power Stone, pulsed it, and boom, right to the face. like that. Oh, another funny part when Peter Parker got knocked down, was holding the gauntlet. He goes, "Hello, I'm Peter Parker." And he goes, "Hello, Peter Parker. You got something for me?"
He's saying to everybody who he is. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's telling everybody. Yeah.
But Captain Marvel's hairdo, I know that's from the comic books. It's accurate to the comic books, the New 52, but I just hated it because I just hate short hair on superheroes, females especially.
She had 3 different haircuts in that film. Long hair.
I'm really happy that Rocket commented on that. I'm really happy that Rocket said something about that. Like, what? You're gonna get another haircut?
I know it. Rocket Raccoon was the man. He was a G because he was like
Thor was rambling and Asgard and he slapped Thor. He said, "Come here."
Yeah.
Boom, yeah. Get it together.
Yeah,
he was making insults and then and then like when Black Widow said, "I get emails from a raccoon."
Yeah. So nothing is impossible.
Yeah, nothing's impossible in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But what I think I wanted to see, but they didn't show it, and maybe they cut it. Nick Fury and Captain Marvel reuniting. They didn't show them, I don't think Nick Fury said a word.
What,
Yeah,
Right?
they said, well, yeah, see, all those cameos.
When,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
try to
at the
notice
funeral.
it, I remember.
At Tony's funeral, remember he walked up in the balcony because I think Kobe Smulders was in the scene, and also,
Yeah.
do you remember the little kid from Iron Man 3 that he helped?
Yeah, I saw him
He,
there.
he
Standing.
was there too. I did not notice him, but
Yeah.
I heard about him in a YouTube video and said that was him, but
Wow.
he's older, yeah. So
Oh, that lone teenager
Just some-
probably that I saw.
Right.
a
I
Yeah.
know who it was.
yeah, that was the
Okay.
kid Tony from Iron Man 3, the little kid. They had to mess up home life. Remember, he left him a nice computer system, the car.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a cool car too. Because like I said, when he's old enough, he can drive it.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably old enough now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably drove. He probably drove it down there for all we know.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
was Nick Fury in the fight though at all during?
No, he was.
I was
He
trying
didn't
to
show up.
look.
He didn't show up
No.
until the end. He didn't show up until the funeral.
Oh.
The Tony's memorial. That's when you saw him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and as far as Black Widow goes, even though they didn't have a thing for her, remember Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye were talking about it. Remember they had a little shot with them too. They talked about it. He said, "I wish she was here so we could thank her." And he said, "She knows."
Remember Hulk said when he did the snap, he told Steve, "I tried to bring her back." Remember, he said when he did the snap, he tried to bring her back.
You know what it
Yeah.
was? Yeah, you know what it was? He couldn't control the power of that gauntlet. That's why it almost. Because remember, he had his arm in the cast, even though it's a Hulk, he had his arm in the cast.
Yeah.
See, you got to be really strong to control the power to do that. See, Thanos can do that. Thanos can do that, and I think Tony Stark barely could. That's why he still died, because it's like it zapped the life out of him instantly once he did it.
Yeah.
So it was like he won, but there's two sacrifices: Black Widow and Iron Man.
Yeah. And I didn't think Iron Man would die. I thought for sure Cat was going to die. I really did think Cat was going to die.
Yeah, that was the hint of all this time. That was the hint that he was going to die, but it was,
But I thought when they introduced Tony's kid, I thought, nah, he's not going to die. He's just going to retire and go off with his kid. But
yeah,
he died, but he got to see his father again and made peace with his father, and so I guess it's poetic
that was great.
He's
like he hugs him. It's like I think he says I love you or something like that, or I forget what he said. And thank you for all the work you've done for America.
Yeah, for your country. Because his father looked at him weird, like he's why are you hugging me?
He goes,
oh, I love that.
But his father said, there's something familiar about him. So he's starting, he might have started to recognize him, even though he wasn't born yet. So
he started to recognize him.
Yeah.
And
he asked Jarvis, right? He asked Jarvis, do we know that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, Jarvis, yes, I was so happy because he never did appear in the movies. He was only in the
TV show.
Agent Carter.
TV show, but
that's right.
he was here now, yeah. That's so great.
Yeah. That was a nice touch. I like that.
It was a nice touch, yeah.
Yeah, everything was a nice touch. Everything was very huge surprise, actually. I didn't expect any of it. So I'm so happy that we got to see so many characters. Even that kid from Iron Man 3 that I totally forgot that he ever existed.
And I'm glad we got to see Thor's mother again. I thought that was a good.
Oh, yeah.
We saw his mother
She's
again,
so
'cause his
great.
mother- yeah.
Yeah.
And even
Eat your
Jane,
vegetables.
even freaking Jane.
Yeah,
For a minute,
Jane.
saw her for a
Right,
minute,
right.
Yeah.
Eat
Jane
your
Parker.
vegetables.
Hey, look, I think a lot of the cameos were like, redone footage you didn't see that were happening during certain moments of other movies. Because, like I said, and then, like I said, when the Hulk went back in time to the 2012 battle from New York, the first one, you saw Doctor Strange's teacher on the roof. He had to talk to her.
I love that.
He had to talk to her. Yeah, no, he had to talk to her to get the time stone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
still the Sultan is so awesome, and she knew all about
yeah.
Doctor Strange and everything because she has the time stone, so she knows
Yeah.
that he's gonna become Doctor Strange, the best of them all, and all of that. She's so great at how she explained the time and all of that. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, time up, but that time stone is very critical in this battle. It was very critical.
Yeah.
But remember, the real hero of this movie is the rat, right? That got Scott Lang out of the
the rat.
universe,
What
right?
is?
If it wasn't for the rat stepping on,
I know it's kind of cheesy, but it was literally a rat. I was like, this. When I saw that, and it spit him out when the rat was like doing that thing, and I said, okay, this is how they're gonna do it. It's just cheesy like that, but okay, all right. And that was okay. And it took a little moment to get over, but I guess it happens,
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, and also when Scott Lang came out in Time, and then he saw his daughter, I was thinking his thing.
yeah.
Time was like this. Okay, she's grown, but he's still young, so it looks kind of it was kind of awkward because he hadn't aged much. He didn't age at all, and his daughter is like I think like
5
a teenager.
hours.
Mhm.
Oh,
No,
that was
just 5 years. Just 5 years. I mean, she grew up for. I mean, in 5 years, and he's pretty old. I mean, anyway. So yeah.
With the actor himself, he's like in his 50s. I can't
Yeah.
believe it. But,
But Paul,
Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Paul
looks
Rudd?
good for his age.
Yeah.
He looks good for his age.
he looks
Yeah.
real good.
He's in
for
his
being
50s?
in his
I was
50s. He's in
thinking-
his 50s.
I was thinking he was in his 30s.
So did I.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
good for his age.
But
He does.
it makes sense.
He
I
does.
remember him from back, and also like if you've seen that one of the Halloween movies. I think it was like Halloween 6, and he was already like a teen in there, and that was like Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been around.
Yeah, he's been around a while.
That was him. Okay, I didn't recognize him.
yeah,
I saw that movie, but I know who he was. He's basically unknown to me.
yeah, he was playing the boy from Halloween 4, and that's grown up. Yeah,
Okay, so see, I didn't recognize him until the first Ant-Man. So see, that's where the first Ant-Man.
yeah.
So yeah, this is the end game. No post-credit scenes. I was kind of.
Oh, and-
So
Yeah,
see,
I waited
I
throughout the
thought-
whole
I
thing
thought
and
it was
nothing.
gonna be something, yeah. But
I
it
mean,
wasn't.
at least give us an X-Men hint or something. You could have given us. You could have given us that.
No,
You know-
they couldn't because remember that they just got the rights, so they have nothing yet. They just literally got the Lego stuff out of the way, so now they have to think, how can they incorporate X-Men into the Marvel universe, having to think about all of the movies that were already, made, and we have the Phoenix movie coming out
Yeah,
as well.
that's
So
right.
they have to figure everything out. They cannot give us anything because they don't have anything yet. They're still thinking about it, and they have to be very careful on how to do things to make any kind of a sense. And just hold on your thoughts, guys. You have to get to the comics
Oh,
because they
yeah.
got like a scroll. So
Okay.
real quick
Okay.
to see what points the guys made. Okay. The time travel to me is underwhelming. Just too easy of a solution, and then it gets complicated because it's basically a Deus Ex Machina type of a plot device. Well, what to tell you? I mean, there's no other way. I don't see
Yeah,
any other
yeah,
way that they could
Yeah,
have
what
done
other
it.
that's
way
what-
they could do it? Yeah, what other way?
Yeah,
could
no,
they do
because
it?
it's not like you can go kill Thanos and undo everything because that's just killing Thanos. That's not cool. Because look, he had the gauntlet on, but didn't have the stone. So like, what
Yeah,
did he do
exactly.
with them? He must have either hit him or threw him away or something. I don't know.
He said he destroyed them, right? You used the stones to destroy the stones, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, they did. But see, but also another good point was in 2012 after the battle was over. You notice we saw Crossbones again, or the guy who becomes Crossbones.
Yeah.
Because Captain America said "Hail Hydra" just to throw him off the trail.
Frank
So
Yeah.
Grillo.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
smart.
Frank Grillo,
Yeah,
yeah.
That was so smart. Yeah, because by that time, Captain America didn't know that they were
Right.
Hydra, but now
Yeah.
he knows. So it was so funny. He didn't have to fight them like in
Yeah.
Soldier at all.
Yeah,
He just
see,
knew.
it's like I saw Avengers 1 and Winter Soldier in the same movie because it's the
I think
same.
a lot of those people in Winter Soldier in the elevator, I think, were in that elevator too. You had to.
Yeah,
I was wondering if they
Grillo
were
and the
combining
other
scenes
guy.
or something or combining timelines. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
we're going from Avengers 1 to Winter Soldier. I was like, wow, it's like you saw a whole mashup of scenes from all the different movies.
Right.
Yeah.
You saw paths cross, timelines cross. I'm like, wow, this is getting all crossed up. At one point, I think I was getting a little confused. Like, wait a minute, okay, this can't be Winter Soldier already because I'm like, that's a little fast. That's a little fast for time, even for me.
You wanna know-
Hold
Oh,
on. Go ahead.
I was going to say what I was pleasantly surprised when I saw this, and honest to God, when I saw all the heroes coming out of the portal, okay,
Yes.
when and then you saw them all come, and Thanos is like kind of scared, I guess, or shocked or whatever. I thought it was pretty much going to end right there, like in a way where Thanos would have said retreat, and then he would have taken off. I thought that was going to happen. So for some reason, even though I kept my fingers crossed, hoping they would fight, and then of course they did. But I just
Of
thought
course,
it was,
yeah,
because I've seen other movies where it was like that, where there'd be like an army of guys, and then it kind of either outnumbered or there's like a lot, and then the enemy would just retreat. So I just kind of thought they were going to do that here. So I wasn't expecting a fight. So thank God there was. So it made me
Yeah,
even
you
love
know
the film
right.
even more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know
I
right
thought he
because
wasn't going to do it. Yeah.
Thanos in the coward, he wasn't gonna run. But the best part when he said that, he goes, "Okay, Avengers," and we finally got it. Avengers assemble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Assemble.
Oh,
That's it.
God.
And I was like this. I
Great.
was
That was
really,
great.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
oh yes,
At
it's
that
about to
point, I
get
knew there
fun
was going to be
now.
a fight. Yeah.
That was
Oh,
great. Well, it's an end game, so I was pretty sure that they're going to give us everything that they possibly can, and
yeah.
that's why
Thank
the
God
movie
for
is
that.
freaking 3 hours. Because
Yeah.
if they didn't do that, everybody gonna hate their guts. So they
You're
did
going to hate
finish
the guts.
everything they could possibly finish. Okay, just real quick again because I didn't finish with the comments. So yeah, Fortnite scene was hilarious. Oh yeah, I laughed so loud in that scene. It was so great to incorporate that. And Thor was like calling the other player. He was like, "Hey, I'm Thor. Stop
Yeah.
that."
But
I
yeah, I was
think
wondering what
Thor-
game that was because I never played Fortnite, so I wasn't familiar with it. But yeah, I knew
yeah,
he was playing a game, so that's what that looks like.
well, that's
Yeah, the thing
so
is, when they showed the
funny.
game, people in my theater were cheering. It says like,
Yeah,
I'm saying it must be a new
they
game,
were cheering
or they must
too.
recognize it. Okay, yeah, because
Like
they must
what the hell
recognize
what game is this? You know what I'm saying?
it.
They're
Okay,
cheering, and everyone knew it but me.
apparently it's
Oh,
a game that everybody plays. But yeah, he
it's
says, "I
Yes,
will come up to your house, I will burn you up." And he says, "There you go." He was just drinking beer, and also we saw the other character, the guy, the brick guy, kind of looks like
yeah,
a
Yeah.
thing
yeah.
in his
yeah,
little country. Yeah,
He's
there's some there.
hilarious. I like that guy.
I know. Yeah, he is funny. Yeah, I give it to him.
He's so innocent, like a child.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like a
is. Yeah.
child. Like a child.
Okay, let's see what's left. So, So yeah,
Oh
but
yeah.
the way they explain it with the alternate realities and all of that, that makes more sense with the outcomes of the movie. Yeah, exactly. Ivy continues. Personally, would have preferred if the mentor of Captain America would just be laid to rest, like giving him the honor of being that one and only, then allow new heroes to follow his spirit. Well, in the comic books, they're kind of following the comic books or whatever they wish to follow from them. Falcon does become Captain America, I think, so there's that. I wonder what will happen to Thor now. Yes, I wonder that as well. I really hope that he's gonna lose the freaking weight because that rubber suit looks so funny. It looks so ridiculous
all right,
with
let's
the
go,
dirty
Tubby.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one downfall for Thor for me. It's like all the beer and I guess junk food. Well he can probably just go somewhere and work out and get back in shape. I'm pretty sure he can do that.
Yeah, see, I thought, like you said, how you guys thought he was going to become back to normal shape. I thought it was going to happen when he had the two hammers and the lightning went to him. I thought
Yeah.
it would fix him, but it didn't. So that's
Yeah,
okay.
he looked more like Odin, right? He looked more like Odin.
Yeah,
right?
that's maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least he got his long hair back in the beard because
Yeah.
that short hair, that wasn't and it's this time
That's
he
true.
he had both eyes. I think, or
No. I can tell it was a glass. When it's close
Yeah.
to it, it's a different
That's the one,
dilation. And,
that's the one that Rocket gave him in Infinity War.
yeah,
yeah. It's a brown color eye.
yeah, the color is different. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it still lights up when he's lighting up, so that's cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Also, Jerry, to the point you made about Marvel not knowing what they're going to do yet, with all the rights back to the characters. Hey, look, in my opinion, if you got all the characters back, you know what to do because I damn sure would know what to do. All you got, they already mentioned Avengers versus X-Men. You can start production on that and bring it out next year. I mean, you'd have to recast Wolverine, of course, because Hugh Jackman's isn't coming back. But and that's the other thing. Probably they don't want to do it yet because they're still searching for an actor to be Wolverine.
Well, not only that, but how are they going to use which X-Men you're talking about? Because the ones with Sophie Turner and those other ones, that's still in the 80s. Remember, that thing started in, I think, the 60s or 70s. So the time frame is different time period. That X-Men versus
Ain't there in the 90s now?
94. It's still it's still before
Yeah.
what this
Yeah, it is. It is. But I meant that they have to consider a lot of things to continue with X-Men and to incorporate them with their other heroes, because X-Men are very different. They have to decide if they're gonna start everything new, or they're gonna just say like, oh, here are the X-Men. So they have to do it some kind of a way that all are gonna be happy with it, or most of the people are gonna be happy with it, and it's going to make some kind of a sense. So that takes time to figure it out, to be interesting and to make any kind of a sense. So that's what I meant. They can't just do like, oh, this is a perfect idea, let's do this, because for them it might not be the perfect idea. They may have better idea and just have no freaking way of saying, because they just have probably a lot of boards on the wall with a lot of ideas, and they're just like, well, let's see how this is going to do with this. And Kevin Feige is probably saying, well, if we do this, then this is going to be like a plot hole or something, so they do need time about those things. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, so they said it's gonna be at least 2 years or probably more before you see anything. It's gonna take 2 years, and then like I said, they already have plans for the next phase, which don't include X-Men. So you know what? It might take 5 years for all we know before we see any X-Men, and then of course they also have the Fantastic Four, and
Yeah.
you know how that
I
panned out the last few times. That Fantastic Four, the last one went into the toilet.
Yeah.
I didn't even buy that one.
Yeah, it
That was
is.
a flush right. That was a flush right there. No, just whoosh. That was a flush right there. That was totally shit.
Oh yeah, that somebody is mentioning how to feel Ozov. So he's mentioning that he was struggling way too much. He almost got killed by Scarlet Witch. Well, it's not like she's not powerful. I mean, we have to have in mind that she
Who are you
can.
talking about? Who did you say?
Thanos, when he was up against Scarlet Witch, a
Oh,
one-on-one, and Scarlet Witch started to pull his armor apart like completely. She
Yeah.
wanted him to, basically to tear him limb from limb. That's what she wanted to show. So first she started to pull the armor, and he was feeling a lot of pain, probably from all the tension that and pressure that she's putting on his body. And that's why he ordered the ship to bombard everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Bring
Yeah.
the rain or bring the fire." Like, I guess so. I like, oh man, yeah. Scarlet Witch wanted to kill him, and she could too if he hadn't ordered that.
He pulled a DeLongshanks, if you remember Braveheart. There's fire. Remember that part? And he goes, fire, but we'll hit our own men. We'll hit
So-
theirs as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have any other choice. He doesn't have any powers that were going to help them in this situation. The only thing that was working is his mouth. So that is why he gave
His
the
mouth.
order.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, I don't care, just bombard everything. And then Captain Marvel swooped down and totally destroyed the ship, because she is like a moving bullet.
A moving
that-
bullet, yeah.
With huge impact. She has this force field around her. She can go through anything. So that's pretty cool. I love
Yeah,
that.
she blew up that ship real good.
Yeah,
Oh,
real good. But I actually wanted more of her. I wanted to see more of her, definitely.
Me too.
I-
Yeah, you didn't see enough for her. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I knew that she said that she's busy with other planets, and the fact that the movie was supposed to concentrate on the original characters more than the new ones, and you already snapped out of the existence characters at the end of the movie, so she was not the focus in any kind of way. I understand that, and I do appreciate what she did, but overall, I just wanted more of her. I thought that she's gonna be more in the movie because of the trailers and the little clips that they showed. But again, that was from the beginning of the movie. Hi to NDS, but you know that you haven't seen the movie, so you probably should not watch the spoiler review. Just saying, I know that you haven't seen the movie yet.
Watch at your own risk.
Yeah, the spoilers in this movie, guys. I mean, the things that happen, I think that we can all agree are just amazing, amazing surprises, amazing things that we never expected to see. I mean, some of the people that I know tried to guess what could happen, just thinking about even the trailers and the quantum suits, they can guess, of course, some of the larger elements, but you cannot guess the little freaking surprises that we got. So that's that's why I do think that if you haven't seen the movie, don't spoil it for yourself, because you're never going to get the emotion and the surprise and just the overall experience of seeing this firsthand, not knowing that it's gonna happen, and just living that when you see it. So it's just amazing, and I wouldn't take that away from anybody.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, but the movie was fun, entertaining overall. It was good. Like I said, I'm definitely going to buy it for the collection when it comes out. Like, of course, I'm gonna buy Captain Marvel 2 as well.
Me
But
too.
like I
Me too.
said, in the future now, yeah, what can you do? I mean, the feature movie is apparently for next year is the start of the phase. It's supposed to be the Eternals, so I can't wait for that.
Mm.
That's supposed to be the next one. So I just hope with Stark gone and Captain America not being there, they can bring in characters or keep the interest going for the fans. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm pretty sure fans are going to want to see those two, I guess, mention or come back in some kind of way. I mean, I don't know if they would, if they could, because you could do it also as a timeline and bring Iron Man back if you wanted to, or unless Robert Downey Jr. wants to do it again. You know what I mean? Because like I said, he's made $50 million per movie, so he's set. He can retire. That dude's rich. And Chris Evans, as you know, he wants to go behind the camera. He wants to produce and direct because there's more money there. So
Yeah, if that is his passion, he can do that. And Chris Evans is still young; he's still looking amazing. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, that's not the point. We always think from the perspective of fans, but actors are people too, so they do want to do different things and not be stuck to a project for years and years and years. I mean, they gave their all, and judging by their performances, in this movie, they gave 100% of their acting chops and abilities. It was freaking amazing to watch them. Every single one of them did such a performance that you're just so invested in their characters, and you can feel everything that they feel. It was that good. So yeah.
Right, and I guess I'll say one other thing is one character too, and even though I love them all, that I really, really kind of gravitated towards and just was interested in was Nebula and her whole thing that was going on with her, with the whole double Nebula and just everything was just great.
So
I
interesting.
love that.
She's great. She's such a
Karen
great.
Gillan, I think.
Karen Gillan. Karen Gillan. Yeah, she's
Gillan?
amazing.
Okay.
She's freaking amazing. And whatever happened to Adam Warlock, they never did open.
Yeah.
What's
that.
going
I
on
was
with that?
expecting maybe he'd show up, but they didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for him too. Another thing is, since he didn't show up, apparently James Gunn in Guardians 3 was supposed to bring him in there. He's supposed to make his debut in there. So that's probably the only way they're going to bring him in, since they didn't do it for the last two Avenger movies. I was hoping for him to show up in Infinity War and then Endgame, or but if not Infinity War, maybe Endgame. But we didn't get it. Like I said, see, the Guardians 3 production when James Gunn was fired was in such turmoil. They didn't know, and actors were threatening to walk out on it. So the production might have been shut down. But since he got rehired back due to the petition, it's back on. So maybe we'll get Adam Warlock sooner or later.
Yeah, he's a must-have because he's one of the most powerful, interesting characters in the Marvel universe in general. He has a very rich story arc, so I would love to see him. I just really love to. What else, guys? There are so many things that we can discuss about this movie. It's so rich. We just have to think about it. And unfortunately, I haven't seen it twice. But
unlike some of us here, I got to see it a second time.
I'm gonna probably see it like in 3 days again. So I just can't wait. Actually, this is the movie that I do think we can watch again, just to relive that. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna, understand more things when I see it the second time. So I'm gonna.
And the thing is, I'd like to, when to get it on Blu-ray, but even maybe a second watch, try to focus more on the fight to see exactly. There's so much going on. I couldn't keep track of. There was heroes running here, and it goes. So I have to kind of slow it down and watch it again and see what kind of heroes I missed, because I think I saw some that I don't recall, seeing before.
Yeah, because I heard somebody say that Howard the Duck showed up in that last.
I got to see that.
Yeah,
I love that guy. Yeah.
Howard the Duck was in the battle scene. I can't see that. I mean, Howard the Duck. I mean,
he knows quack foo, so
Yeah, but I don't see him fighting with one of them terror dogs that Thanos had. And then you had the old Chitauri and them big old machine things. Also, I remember when Giant Man showed up again. So that was cool too, man. And because he had to, so he could really fight.
But
But
what do you
also, I
think
like.
about Professor Hulk? About
Oh,
Professor Hulk?
he was cool, but I kind of
Who?
miss him. I kind of miss the roaring and growling rage. So see,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Professor Hulk.
Professor.
I mean, it was
Okay.
okay, but it was kind of dull, you know. Because then when he went back in time to 2012, he was like, and I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, that part was okay, fine. He hit the thing, you know, the car. I was like, oh, you know, I maybe chuckled a little bit, and then he went and knocked something over, and then they're kind of overdoing it. But thankfully, it didn't last that long. That
Well,
whole bit.
he was supposed to act like the Hulk, the original Hulk,
Yeah,
because the other Hulk was there. I mean, his previous self
yeah.
was there. So he was supposed to pretend
But
that he is
the
the
other one,
Hulk. That
but I
was the
think the
point of
other
it.
one was bigger, wasn't he? I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he
yeah.
did
bigger,
seem
right?
bigger. He
He
did
was
seem
bigger.
bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like some kind of a you can say morph. I don't know how to call it, but it's between human and
Yeah,
Hulk.
yeah.
So he's not supposed to be full size, I don't think. But every time that we see him, they change his physique and his muscle form. So it's terrible. Like his chest is very short. I mean, it's like to here, and before it was like here. So like, what's going on with this? Who is making the
Yeah.
anatomy of Hulk? It looks worse every time. It's terrible.
That's true.
Yeah, and I
That's
wanted
true.
him to
Yeah.
I wanted him to have a rematch with Thanos too. That's what I wanted to see. I
Yeah.
wanted to see
That's what I
him
wanted to
fight
see too.
Thanos again.
We didn't get that. We didn't get
Oh,
Yeah.
some things we didn't get.
What I like
Yeah.
too with that Thanos fight versus how he was fighting in Infinity War, even though Infinity War was still great. I personally found Endgame like a better film. I enjoyed it more because it came to an end too, and the fight was better. But Thanos, because he had that glove or the Infinity Gauntlet, he was mostly just shooting and stuff like that. In here, because it's more like I guess in his prime, or he's like 9 years younger, he didn't have that, so he had to rely on physical prowess and his melee, martial skills. So we get to see him fight, hand to hand or with weapons.
He's very strong.
Fight.
He's
Yeah,
very strong.
I like that.
When I
like
first heard the name in the first Avengers, when I first heard the name mentioned, I looked him up in the Marvel database. He has some kind of powers in there, and some of them are mystical in a way, and then most of them are physical. But I forget what they were. I can look at it again. But he's very strong. He's
in that. You can look at his file. I think he's in that book that you have and I have it. That Marvel Universe book that has all the. He's in our Marvel Universe book that we got.
Yeah, because he's very strong, and it's like it takes the only people that were able to beat him physically with the powers was, like I said, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, and and Thor, of course, with Stormbreaker. See, Thor got him with Stormbreaker in Infinity War, even though they lost. So see, the Stormbreaker was probably his most powerful weapon, and he summoned the Bifrost with it. So so like I said, see, Thanos is very strong. He's very strong. It takes someone equally as powerful to beat him physically in a one-on-one contest, because none of the Avengers can touch him. Captain America can't touch him. Stark can't touch him. It's impossible. Even Drax can't beat him.
But for a movie, of course, they had to adapt it in a way that.
I'm really happy that actually I saw Drax, Dave Bautista, after what happened with him as well, and Marvel, how they parted ways in a very non-sportsman's way. He was like, F Marvel, F everybody. Like, I'm gone, like, so.
Well, I knew nothing of this. Oh, wow.
That was very ugly scene. After the James Gunn scandal, so to speak, he was like, this is absurd. And yeah.
What the hell? You came on twice somehow.
What happened?
Yeah, for some reason, no. My computer froze and I saw something in my screen that said "all snap." I'm like,
oh, okay.
What the hell?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm on here with two. This is a backup. This is a backup channel. Sorry about that, Jerry. I'm like, what the hell happened to my computer? Because I was pissed. I'm like, wait a minute, I was talking. Okay.
Yeah, just close one.
I'm not to do that. That's the only thing. See, I'm not to close one. Yeah.
You just X one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never had this happen to me. I've never had this happen to me before. So how do I close one out?
The upper right corner, there's an X, and then you can just close the window.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's done. So let's look at the comments again real quick, guys. What did I miss? Wow.
Oh yeah, Gamora.
Oh,
Gamora.
Gamora! I'm very happy that Gamora came back because I really
Yeah.
the one thing that bugged me out really in Avengers Infinity War was that Gamora died. I wasn't
Yeah.
upset about everyone else because most of them get snapped and I knew that they're gonna come back.
Yeah.
So I just wish Gamora because she's so freaking awesome and I just want to watch Zoe Saldana in more things and she is such a
Yeah.
good actress. She's just not in too many things in general, and those kinds of roles like in Avatar and Gamora, just so perfect for her. It's like she's born to play this. So yeah, I just love
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. I like. Yeah. I'm glad they found a way to bring her back. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a totally different Gamora from the past. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's
Yeah,
gonna know. She's gonna know everybody. So let's see how
Yeah.
that goes.
Eventually.
It's very funny how she kicked Star
Yeah,
Lord.
this is the guy. Well, it was either him or the tree.
Yeah, that was one
And
of
if
the funniest lines ever.
Yeah. That was funny. I
oh
like
man,
that.
Yeah, that is exactly how girls talk. So if that was a
oh
real
wow,
situation,
yeah, I
this
know
is
what you're talking about.
funny.
Yeah, I never said it was either him or the tree.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but see, I don't think Gamora knows Quill well enough. That's why she need him. So, because she's still really rough on the edges. You know what I mean? She's like a like a tomboy. Street tough. You know.
Yeah,
So
she is, but he is a very good guy, so she's gonna get to know him in time.
okay, yeah.
Very
Also,
funny.
I heard the actress who plays Nebula. She said she wants to direct or do something with her character, like a director a Nebula solo movie or something. I saw
oh,
somewhere. I said that'd be
wow.
cool.
Yeah, I just love. I mean, again, Karen Gillan is one of those actresses. If you saw her in Jumanji, she is just so
Awesome.
funny, so striking. Everything that she's doing is so interesting. I mean, she just glues you to the screen. She's captivating. So she's a very special actress, I think. I just love her. Love to see her. And The Rock posted something on his Instagram the other day, directly from Jumanji 2. So I'm excited for her there as well to see her. Yeah, in Jumanji 2.
Jumanji 2. You
Yeah.
mean Jumanji 3? Because 2 is already it's out. Something
No,
back
it's
in the jungle or something.
I mean 2
Yeah, it
with
was
The
the Rock.
Rock.
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah.
second one with the rest. So it'd be technically Jumanji 3 in the series.
In the
Okay.
series, yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
from The Rock, Jumanji was just Jumanji. That new Jumanji was just called Jumanji. So we're supposed to have Jumanji 2 now from the new ones, from new Jumanji. So that's what I mean.
I
Another
see.
funny part in the end game when Nebula and when she was landing on the ship, at the quarters, and she goes, "Rhodey, be careful on reentry. There's an idiot in the landing spot."
Oh, yeah, yeah. What's up, normal size man? Yeah. Or
Yeah.
regular size man. Yeah, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because see, one thing about Nebula,
The Hulk gave him a taco, right? The Hulk gave him his
Yeah.
taco.
yeah,
Right?
'cause remember he has taco, and when they landed the plaid, his whole taco
Go
feeling just
away.
went away.
Blow
He's
away.
like,
Yeah.
he goes, "Rhodey, be careful on the entry, idiot." In the landing zone, and then fucking I said, "Give me the taco." I said, "Okay, there you go." He had taco with no feeling. Like, oh man,
Yeah, and the taco was this small in the hands of the Hulk. It was like, here we go.
Yeah, that was funny. I like that.
Oh, and the other funny thing when the Hulk was trying to figure out the time travel aspect, and
Oh,
he was sending Ant-Man back and forth, and
Yeah.
he's like a baby at some point, and he
a baby, a little boy, and an old man. Like,
when he comes
okay,
back old. Yeah.
I think
Captain
somebody
America, what
peed
is
my
it? What's going on?
pants. I peed my suitly or whatever that was, and he's like, I'm not sure if it's old me or baby me.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
That was good.
that was funny. That made sense. But going
That
back
makes sense,
going back to America's Keister, to me, that totally kind of
Oh,
that
I
totally
have
kind
no
of
problem with that.
to me it defiled Captain America's
Come on, that
persona.
was hilarious. Come on. That
I know,
was
man.
I mean,
It was funny. Yeah, you're right.
You
Yeah.
know what? And you know what? He has sworn. I think he said like, "Let's get that son of a bitch." That's a swear
That's
word.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
because he's
come on,
angry. Yeah,
come
that's
on.
true. Yeah,
Ass,
right. Yeah.
ass, it's not that bad. They say ass on TV. They say ass hat. They say
Yeah, now, yeah. But
yeah.
back in the days, even ass was censored. You couldn't say that word
Oh,
back in the days. Yeah.
yeah.
Remember back in the old days?
Yeah, yeah.
Edited television, even they were censored, but that's changed.
It has changed. You
Actually,
can even say now, yeah.
yeah, I think
would
actually
say
now you can say the SH word on television too now a little bit. I think I heard it on one show.
I mean,
Yeah.
guys, I'm pretty sure it is realistic for Captain America to get a bit more upbeat with the times and a bit more loose because he got
True, yeah.
I mean, he went through so much terrible stuff in his life. He never did get to, have his happy ending, his dream woman, his anything. I mean, to that point. So it's like totally understandable for me, for him, to be a bit more loose and acknowledge what is really funny because first, he's the symbol of America, he's Captain America. Second, he's seeing his past younger self on the floor and having to to hear this joke before that, it's logical for him to be like, yeah, that is America's ass, because it's just so appropriate for the
That was
freaking
hilarious.
moment.
That
Yeah.
was
Right.
hilarious.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like when Paul Rudd said it. He said, Paul Rudd said, "Don't worry about him, Cap. As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass." See, that
Yes.
was hilarious. Paul Rudd said it too. That was
Mhm.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing is for sure, says hi to Griffith. So he says, one thing is for sure, you have to watch all Avengers in order to feel the movie impact. In general, yes, but if you remember the movies as much as, for instance, I do, I had an impact from everything that happened. Yeah, because I do remember the movies very vividly, especially except for that kid, because I really hate Iron Man 3. That's one of the worst Marvel movies. They made it like a political war propaganda movie. They destroyed the Mandarin as a character. The whole
Yeah, fake
movie was,
Mandarin. Yeah.
yeah, it was so terrible how Tony was so freaking crazy and weak and lost that he was like, oh, I'm having like post-traumatic stress from the Battle of New York
Well,
it wasn't the
I
movie
like Iron Man
really.
3. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I kind of like Iron Man 3. I thought it was good. Like I said, I can see the post. And look, if you went through outer space through a portal, you probably have night terrors too. Just let you know. I know I would.
But this is Iron Man. It's not like he's a person that invents a technology that's so far ahead than anything that we had or we could have. That I mean, in the world of Marvel as well, to that point in the world, nobody makes such kinds of technology like nanotechnology with so many different kinds of the armor, the weapons, everything. It's so out of this world on its own. So I wouldn't be that. I mean, if I was Iron Man, all of those things were happening. Of course, you'll be like, oh, okay, but he already got to be in that fight. He fought in that fight. So after that, to be like, okay, I'm so stressed now. It's okay. He can be stressed, but the whole movie was like really a war type of everything that was happening in that year 2000 I don't remember what, like 12, not sure. Everything that was happening in that year was from the news, the political aspects of everything, all the Talibans and all that. Everything was like put in that movie. It was so much like a war and political propaganda than a superhero movie. So that's why I hated it so much, because the trailers didn't show all of that. It showed that it was fun. It showed that Iron Man was flying, kicking ass, but all of that was not happening. He was not Iron Man the whole movie. He was Iron Man in the last 10 minutes, and the whole
Yeah.
time he was depressed walking around without his suit.
Overall, I mean, maybe yeah, it's not all that great. I mean, I did like the what you said, the whole end fight with Guy Pearce. I was jumping from armor to armor, and he's really, it's like the first Iron Man film, I think, yeah, where he's fighting something super that has a superpower in him. Normally, in the other one, he was fighting Obadiah Stane in a suit, and then Whiplash, which is Ricky Mork,
Mickey Rourke.
Ricky Rourke, where he had
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, where he had the whip. It's all technology. So in this third one is the first time he fought where someone has a power. Not including Avengers or anything, but I'm talking, or Alien, but I'm talking for his movie. Is the first time he fought like an actual super. So that was kind of cool. But I don't like what they did with Mandarin. I didn't mind so much he's out of the suit somewhat, because it kind of showed his skill set outside of it. When he invaded the palace, up to the point where he discovered the truth of Mandarin, with the bombs and stuff like that. That's kind of neat. And then Mandarin, and he came on, and I didn't, I was wondering what is this, but yeah. So overall, it was not the greatest, but I don't quite hate it. not anymore. As
Yeah,
much.
me neither. Yeah, see, I like it. I have it. I bought it. See, because I had to buy it because it's part of the. I've got the whole trilogy universe on Blu-ray now. I'm on, like I said, I'm gonna buy Marvel comes out, and I'm gonna buy Endgame comes out. Of course, you know. See, and what you do is you can go back, like if you don't have anything to do one day, watch it all over again. Watch Iron Man. I was trying to watch everything. I was trying to watch everything before Endgame, but I couldn't. So I got up to Guardians 2, and you know, so. Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Homecoming. No, that's after that. You know, Doctor Strange. I have all that. It's a great watch if you want to binge watch it one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watch it all over again. You know, watch it over and over again.
Oh, who has the time? But I would see
has the
Endgame
time?
again. Yeah, I would only see Endgame again because that's enough for me. I don't need to see Infinity War. I don't need to see any of the other movies. Maybe I don't know, some Captain America, Winter Soldier, or Civil War, or something like that. But other than that, I don't really need to see anything from the Marvel movies. The only thing that I really like is actually Doctor Strange movies from the most recent ones. And number one, of course, is Endgame now for me. And well, Captain Marvel, I love Captain Marvel.
Yeah, same here, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but if you don't have
how great was it to see Alexander Pierce back? You know, Robert
Yeah,
Redford.
yeah, that's right. You got Robert Redford to come back. But yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you saw all them, and then you saw Mike Douglas, you know, because he was also at Tony's funeral. So you basically you saw the whole ensemble for the most part, you know,
Yeah, you did.
cameos.
Was Sif in the movie? I don't remember seeing her.
No, I didn't see Sif or the other two, like Thor's friends. I didn't see them.
Yeah, I didn't see Lady Sif. I didn't see her. I remember.
Yeah.
I think she'd have left because I know in Thor Ragnarok 2 of them were killed, but Sif I think has been gone for some reason. She must have disappeared.
Was she in Blind
And also the Asian one. The Asian one. Remember the Asian one stayed on the other planet in Thor Dark World. Remember the Asian dude, his friend, the Asian one. Yeah. No, wait a minute. He was killed. He was killed. He was killed in Ragnarok. Yeah, by Helena. He was killed in Ragnarok.
Yeah, he got killed.
Lady Sif has disappeared. I don't know. I don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, what the heck happened to her? I mean,
Well,
the
I know
actress has her own show, but that's another thing.
That's why. But they didn't explain it.
Yeah, so maybe that's why maybe she just left and you know, got success on her own stuff, doing her own stuff. That's good though. She, like I said, actors are people too. So if they want success outside Marvel, you know, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So yeah, let me know if you want to say something like, to finish this off. I think we said a lot of things. I don't know if we missed something. Maybe we should think about the movie one by one. If we missed something, like to remember the movie one after another.
And maybe reiterate what score you gave it at the end, I guess, with each shot, because I'm curious to hear what your score is, you know, out of 10 or whatever.
I got one last point. Also, when Black Panther and his army came back, I like the battle cry again. Ebon back.
Oh, yes.
Ebon back. So you got C's back. I said, yes, I'm back. See, and I was like, rematch.
Yeah.
Story this time. A little bit different story this time.
Yeah.
This time we're prepared to take some blood. So I kind of knew when Captain America's Armada came through the portals, Thanos was done. They said, buddy, you don't have a chance now. You done. It's a done deal.
Yeah. And how, I am pretty sure that when Iron Man snapped his fingers, he made sure that Thanos will disappear lastly, or he's going to be one of the last. He can see everything.
You can see it. Now you know how it feels. Yeah.
Yeah. And he, at the end, for him to disappear. And Spider-Man was really cool as well for the little time that we got to see him. The end scene with Tony, he was like, I was just wondering how Pepper is allowing Spider-Man to sit so much time in front of Tony, considering that he is literally dying in like a few seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
it's my turn
him out of the way. She moved him out of the way.
Just trying to find a polite way to get him out of here.
I think Peter Parker. I think he was the saddest the most because he was crying already.
Who?
Yeah,
Peter Parker. Peter Parker. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he was crying already. I was like, yeah. So say, I'm pretty sure he wept at the funeral. Even though you didn't see him, I'm pretty sure he wept. Because like I said, that's his mentor. That's his idol. I mean, you lose your idol.
He's his father figure, I think, right? So that's
true. Yeah. See.
Yeah. So, and Pepper had to be strong. I love how Pepper, by the way, got her own Iron Man suit, and
that was cool.
They were back to back with Tony shooting. That was so great.
God,
There's
I'm
so
just
many
thinking about it.
things.
So
There's
freaking
so
awesome.
many things. Yeah, so many elements. How they tossed the glove. Spider-Man took it, and
Like football, right? Yeah.
Black Panther took it. Captain Marvel took it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that
so
was
great.
nice.
Oh, and of course, let's not forget about what was her name? The horse with the wings.
Oh,
Oh, Valkyrie.
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 And
Valkyrie,
that
yeah.
Pegasus. I love Pegasus, and
Yeah,
that's
how she
great to see that.
flew and she fought, and that was also great. Falcon did his own. I mean, he killed a lot of
Like I said, we have to
The
watch it again
wings.
and dissect that fight. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
so many
I might
things.
go see it. I might go see it again myself because I've been off all past week, and plus I'm starting a new job this Wednesday, so I probably have at least 2 days to try and see it again. I might go see
Yeah,
it today. Who knows? I see it today.
we'll have to wait till I think till Wednesday, but yeah, I am seeing
I'm-
it again.
I'm
Definitely.
going to have to go in a little bit. Maybe we can kind of briefly sum up like our thoughts in a few
Yeah,
sentences
that's
and
cool. That's cool.
give
Yeah.
our final score if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So for me, 10 out of 10, best movie, best Marvel movie, because guys, we have to think about the fact that we never had this, we never had
Yes.
a movie universe that went for 11 years, 22 movies,
Yeah.
and now we have this movie that is supposed to complete most of it and just give a very logical and epic and poetic conclusion to a lot of these characters and story arcs. So this is amazing. This is a one-time movie event, first in history, movie like this. So I think it deserves a 10 out of 10 score.
Yeah, I agree.
Same thing
Yeah,
for me.
I give it 10 out of 10 also.
10 out of
And-
10. Yeah, same here.
And Jerry,
Well,
go ahead,
oh,
Chris.
really? Oh, well, I gave it a 9 out of 10. There was
Okay.
just a few nitpicks. I loved it overall. I thought it's a great
Okay.
homage to the comics and everything else. There was just a few nitpicks, things I didn't like. Like I wanted to see Nick Fury and Captain Marvel reunite. I wanted to see the Hulk get his revenge fight against Thanos. And I want them to bring Vision back. I
Yeah.
wanted them to bring Vision back.
Yeah, that's the
but-
point we didn't see. Yeah, we didn't see
Yeah.
Vision.
Or
Wanda's-
rebuilt Vision, at least for Scarlet
Yeah.
Witch. Rebuild them. That's what I
Yeah.
want to see.
That'll happen in the
Overall,
future, I
great
think.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also, the love of Wanda's life. We should have had Vision come back. We didn't have Vision come back. I was sad about that.
He's gonna come back in his own TV show.
Yep.
On
Back,
TV
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so that is it. Something else you want to say?
Like I said, this was a great show. Like I said, Avengers. And Jerry, I know you said you only watch a few movies, but you need to get the whole collection to enjoy it. Because see, if you just watch a few movies, you're missing out on the other storyline. That's why you have to have the whole universe in your hands.
I think she saw it all, though.
I saw all the movies. I don't need to
Yeah.
own them. I can't own them because it's gonna be too expensive for me. But I never missed the movie, so yeah.
Well, I know. Well, actually, the other movies on Blu-ray now, they're cheaper now because the prices drop. I mean, at least here in the States they do. You know.
Well, what to tell you? I don't even have a place to put them. I still have like 5 on the wall, and that's it. So yeah, I plan to get Endgame. I still have to get Wonder Woman actually, Shazam, Aquaman. So I have to get 4 more, and we'll see what's gonna be next. So that's it, guys. I think that we summed whatever we could up. So thank you very much for this hangout, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
Share what you.
it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun to get the gang all back again. So let us know what you think in the comments, and I'm gonna, put all of the guys' channels under the video so you can, check them out. So thank you guys very much. Until next time, me Geri G reviews, and thank you for all the support. Bye, guys.
Peace.